My child, I am the creator of all things, the Alpha and the Omega, the one who knows the beginning and the end. Since the creation of the world, I have carefully planned every detail of your life with love. Nothing happens without my permission, because I have great plans for each of you. Today, I want to speak to your heart about a story written in my holy book, a story that shows how I, the Lord of all creation, turn difficult situations into extraordinary blessings. Just as I did with Joseph, I can do the same in your life. I created each of you with a unique purpose, one that is connected to my greater plan for the universe. Joseph, the beloved son of Jacob, had dreams I gave him. He was different from his brothers. I placed in him a spirit of leadership and a vision of the future. He dreamed of bundles of wheat bowing before his, and the sun, moon, and 11 stars bowing to him. These dreams were not just fantasies. They were prophecies of what I would do in his life, showing my power. Like Joseph, I have placed dreams in your heart. These dreams are a part of the path I have planned for you. The journey may seem hard, but every step is guided by me with a purpose that you may not fully understand right now. Joseph's story was not free of pain. He was betrayed by his own brothers, sold as a slave, and treated as worthless. But I was with him, even in his pain. Have you ever felt betrayed or hurt by those you trust? In those moments, it's normal to wonder where I am, but know that I'm always by your side, just as I was with Joseph. What seems like a defeat is often part of the path to victory. After being sold, Joseph was taken to Egypt and became a slave in a foreign land. Yet, even in this difficult place, I was with him, and everything he did succeeded. Potiphar, the officer who bought him, noticed something special about Joseph because I was with him. You might be in a place where you feel like a stranger, facing challenges that seem impossible. But remember Joseph. I was with him, and I am with you. I can turn your difficult situation into something that will bless not only you, but also those around you. I am using this time to build your character and prepare you for something greater. My child, you too will face temptations in life. There will be moments when giving in seems easier than resisting. But remember, Joseph, he chose to honor God above all, even when it meant losing his freedom and going to prison. God saw Joseph's faithfulness and blessed him, even in difficult times. Though Joseph was in prison for something he didn't do, far from his family, and with no hope for the future, he kept trusting God. Because of that, God blessed everything he did. Even in prison, Joseph found favor and was put in charge of all the prisoners. Think about that, my child. Even in a place where it seemed like everything was lost, Joseph thrived because God was with him. The prisons in life, those difficult situations that seem hopeless, are often places of preparation. God was using that time to shape Joseph, to teach him things he couldn't learn anywhere else. God was preparing him for something much greater, and the same is true for you. The hardships you face are not in vain. God is molding you, preparing you for the great purpose he has for your life. You may not see it now, but every difficult moment is a step toward God's plan for you. Then came the time when Pharaoh had a dream no one could interpret. That's when God's plan became clear. The chief cupbearer, who had been in prison with Joseph, remembered him and told Pharaoh about the young Hebrew man who could interpret dreams. Joseph was called before Pharaoh, and God gave him the wisdom to interpret the dream, revealing that there would be 7 years of abundance, followed by 7 years of famine. That moment changed Joseph's life forever. Pharaoh recognized God's spirit in Joseph and made him the governor of Egypt, the second most powerful person in the kingdom. All those years of pain, betrayal, and prison now made sense. God had used every difficult moment to bring Joseph to the place he had prepared for him from the beginning. Everything that seemed unfair, painful, and meaningless in Joseph's life turned into something good, not only for him, but for many others. God is a promise keeper. When he says he will do something, you can be sure it will happen, even if the road is hard and the circumstances seem impossible. Just as God kept his promises to Joseph, he will keep the promises he has made to you. Every word that comes from God is true and will come to pass. Years later, during the famine, Joseph's brothers came to Egypt to buy food. They didn't recognize that the governor they were bowing to was their brother, the same one they had betrayed and sold into slavery. In an act of kindness and mercy, Joseph revealed who he really was and forgave his brothers for what they had done. At that moment, Joseph said words that still echo today. "You meant to harm me, but God turned it into good to save many lives." Genesis 50:20. My child, I am the God who turns bad into good. It doesn't matter what others plan against you. I can use even the worst intentions to fulfill my purposes and bring life and hope to many. Nothing in your life is out of my control. I'm the sovereign Lord, able to turn even the hardest situations into something that brings blessings and life. Just like I turned the betrayal of Joseph's brothers into a path for the salvation of many, I will also turn the difficult situations in your life into something that brings glory to my name and good to you. My beloved child, just like I did for Joseph, I can do for you too. You might be going through a tough time right now, facing betrayal, pain, or feeling trapped with no way out. But know this, I am with you. I am using every moment, every tear, and every pain to shape you and prepare you for something greater. I am the God who turns hard times into something good. Just as I took Joseph from the pit to the palace, from slavery to leadership, I can take you from where you are now to the place I have prepared for you. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. I am with you, guiding every step, and at the right time, you will see how every moment in your life, even the hardest ones, were part of the great plan I have for you. Listen to me with all the love I have for you in my heart. The end will be better than the beginning. Joseph couldn't imagine, when he was in the pit or in prison, that I was preparing him for something so great. But he trusted me, even when everything seemed lost, and I honored his faith and perseverance. The hard times you face today are temporary. They are part of the journey that leads to victory, blessing, and the fulfillment of the dreams I have placed in your heart. Don't let despair or doubt put out the fire of your faith. I am faithful, and my word will come true in your life. When you look back, you will see that everything worked for your good. The tears, the sleepless nights, the betrayals, the disappointments. You will realize that I used each one to make you stronger, wiser, and ready for what I had in store for you. I am the God who transforms. I turned the betrayal of Joseph's brothers into a path to save many. I turned prison into a place of preparation. I turned pain into victory. I will do the same in your life, my child. I will transform every difficult situation into something that brings glory to my name and good to you and those around you. My beloved child, you must know that the purpose I have for you is much greater than you can imagine. Just like Joseph, you have been called for a great purpose, not just for yourself, but to bless many through you. I want to show my grace, power, and love to the world through you. The road may be hard, but I am with you every step of the way. I am the God who turns bad into good, who brings light to darkness, who gives life where there was once death. I will do this in your life. Trust me. Hold onto my hand and let me guide you along this path. In the end, you will see that it was all worth it. That every moment of pain and difficulty was used for a greater purpose. And when that day comes, you will look back with gratitude and praise, because you will see that I was faithful in every detail, in every moment, in every situation. You will know that I am the God who turns bad into good. Just as I did for Joseph, I will do for you. Now go in peace, knowing that I am with you. Amen.